welcome back. It's Mia with Sickle Cell Awareness 365. Jennifer is out currently. However, I have my guest today, DeQuavius Shepard from, I didn't even get where you're from.
I'm from Atlanta. Yes,
Okay.
from Atlanta. Born and
I thought
raised.
so, but I
Yes.
wanted to get it right
Yes.
forever. I love Atlanta. So I'm going to let him introduce himself, talk a little bit about himself, and we'll get into it.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is DeQuavius Shepard. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I work at Grady in the Sickle Cell Clinic, where I met this amazing, humble, kind-hearted individual. I love to cook. I know we'll get into that. And I'm just a people person, and we just connected when you came into Grady one day and you was having a crisis, and you had your phone in your hand and you had your laptop in your. I'm like, wait a minute, she's doing all this and she's in pain, and one thing led to another. Like I didn't even know you had all this going on, but I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Like he said, we met at Grady's Acute Care, and if you're not in Atlanta, Grady's Sickle Cell Center has been absolutely amazing. I've been going there pretty much my whole life. I'm 37 now. And Dr. James Ekman is the one who founded the acute care. And he's retired now, but he's very, very active in the sickle cell community.
Yes.
Still teaching other doctors, still in touch with the community. So I was glad to see you and just feel your spirit at the acute care, because I don't encounter it a lot.
Right.
And I see a lot of people come in and out of the acute care for as long as I've been coming. And the acute care is the only emergency room specific to sickle cell.
Right.
If we go to the regular emergency room, I like to say we have to deal with regular issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, those doctors, those nurses, that staff do not know anything about sickle cell.
No.
So how did you even come across the sickle cell acute care at Grady?
So one day I was actually checking the track board because I started in the emergency room, and I saw that sickle cell had a couple patients that were not registered. So I just went over there by myself. No one told me to go. I grabbed my computer and I went over, and I was like, what is sickle cell? Like, did not know. I've heard about it, but I didn't know anything about it. Unbeknownst to me, that the manager was actually sitting down, but she had on her scrubs like a regular nurse, and you never know who's watching you. So I just went through and just registered all the patients. And there's one patient, I asked her, I'm like, did you want some water? I grabbed her some water, just being myself. And by the time I got back to my area, I had an email from the manager asking me, could you please come back and see me when you get a chance? And one thing led to another, and actually I've been at the acute care for 3 years now.
Nice.
And I eat, breathe, sleep sickle cell. I love all my patients wholeheartedly.
And I love to see that. I love when people who don't know anything about sickle cell and come into the community, and I like to say we done reeled you in now.
Yes.
We got you good.
Yes. It's definitely something that's a part of me. I've learned so much about sickle cell. I have a lot of things coming up that I won't talk about right now, but that sickle cell will always be a part of me.
Nice.
Yes.
And like I said, I love that. And I can't wait to see where else you go with it.
Yeah.
So what even, you said it's just in you to take care of people, and to cook for people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure your love is in your food.
Yes.
If you look like you cook like my mama and my family, just from seeing your videos.
Uh-huh.
So I know it's love in that food. So what is it about cooking that just does it for you?
So cooking is definitely a ministry to me. My grandmother, my great-grandmother, they instilled in me that, when you cook for people, make sure, you're doing it from the heart. Yeah. And I've learned so much. My great-grandmother is deceased. I still have my grandmother. And as you know, we talk every single day.
Nice.
And she tells me everything from, recipes to just registering to my spirit and just like keep pushing D, and I'm proud of you, what you're doing, and cooking to me, I don't do it for the money. because like I tell anybody, the money will come. You have to have that willingness to know that you got to keep pushing. If I make a meal prep or if I cook for 200 people, I'm still going to give you, her, him the same customer service because, once again, it's in me. I live by the Nipsey Hussle quote. The game's going to test you, never fold. Stay 10 toes down. It's not what's on you, it's what's in you. And what's in you, they can't take away. So that's what I live by.
Nice. I love it. When can you remember when you started cooking or when you fell in love with cooking?
I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I was at my great grandmother's house over in Kirkwood. That's where I'm from, Kirkwood. Okay. So we were in the kitchen, and she was making homemade biscuits, and she told me to grab the coffee mug. And I don't drink coffee.
Right.
Just get the coffee. So I got the coffee mug, and she was, patting the biscuits up, and I did like this, and she put it in the oven. And then when she got done, I was like, "You just made that?" Like, I thought we put them in the can, but that wasn't the case. So my grandmother's house has always been the house of love and peace. Right. So it's always been me, my cousins, my siblings, my aunts, my uncles, and I don't know how it feels to like eat out. We always ate every day, like 3 meals a day. So we eat. And that's where I get that from. If you come to my house or any family gathering, we're going to make sure you eat and have something to take home because that's just how we are.
Yeah. That's how my family is. It really messed us up that we can't do Thanksgiving like we normally would. Because my family is huge. My grandma had 8 kids.
Right. It's
4 of them left. And the kids and the grandkids, we all get together. So... And it's a party just because it's Sunday. It could be a party just because.
Fish fry on Fridays.
Yes.
So Saturday's a cookout. Sunday is definitely Sunday school, church, and then Sunday dinner. That's just how we do it.
Yep. Even for my birthday, I didn't plan to go anywhere. I said I'm gonna just have my own individual concert at home.
Right.
Guess who popped up? My family.
Right.
So it was a party.
Yes.
I definitely understand the love of cooking, the love of food, and how it really just brings people together. Family, even family that may not be by blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that. So let's see what you whipped up today. What you got on the menu? So
okay.
I broke it down, but tell them what you got on the menu, and I'm gonna break it down and list the benefits and all that stuff.
All right. So today we have some seasoned salmon, steamed broccoli, and seasoned jasmine rice. Now with the salmon, I use white pepper, garlic powder, and I love this complete season by Badia, Badia.
Yeah.
And I drizzle a little olive oil on top of it.
Nice.
So I pan-seared it for about a good 10 minutes and then put it in the oven just to get a little gold crunch at the top.
Okay.
Now the broccoli is steamed. The rice is so delicious, y'all. This jasmine rice has basil, fresh basil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Black pepper, white pepper, and garlic powder. A little bit of butter, not a lot, because the season's already in the rice.
Okay.
So that's what's going on today.
Nice. Do you use that ground pepper, like the grinder?
Yes. I don't know how to use that right there. You gotta get your arm in it. The freshness, farmer's market, and all that good stuff.
It definitely gives the food a different flavor.
Yes.
So, and I requested that you make something healthy and delicious.
Right.
Because even though we love to eat as a community, it can be hurtful to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's heart disease. There is diabetes. There's just so many illnesses that we carry as a community that is directly impacted by what we eat.
Right.
So a lot of the times what we share on the show is to eat for nutrition.
Right.
Eat things that will help you. Because the fried food so much and the sugary foods is doing nothing but adding inflammation to our body, which
creates
causing
the crisis. Yes,
which is causing the pain.
Right.
I love you to death, but I don't want to see you like that.
Yes.
Unless it's outside.
Right. I love when I see my patients out and about. Of course, if y'all come, I'm gonna take care of y'all, but I want y'all to get better. And yeah.
Right. So this is an unconventional Thanksgiving meal, but sometimes y'all know after day 2, Thanksgiving food is gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty
Sometimes
much over after Friday, especially with me already
cooking
cooking.
everything.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do
Yeah,
anything
sometimes
else.
I eat it that day and I'm good for till next
Right,
Thanksgiving.
right. Because Christmas we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do Italian food,
Okay.
and then for the New Year's we'll do the collard greens, the black eyed peas.
Yeah, for
Right.
Christmas, my family we spend all day together. We have brunch with grits and
Yes,
salmon croquettes and just the
yes.
whole nine
Biscuits,
yards.
cheese, eggs.
Yes, all of
Yes.
it. We can talk about food for
Food.
like
I love
four,
food.
5 all
Yes,
day.
yes.
So, so with the salmon, I had to write this down because everything that you made today has some type of benefit, and it's actually a more. This is a omega 3 fatty acids rich dinner.
Right.
So with the salmon alone, it carries those omega 3 fatty acids. It has protein. It has our B vitamins, of course, which are good for folate and the production of red blood cells, which
Right.
is
Correct.
perfect for us.
Yes.
It has potassium. It has selenium, which helps with bone health. That's something that we need to be aware of
Correct.
with avascular necrosis
Yep.
in our hips, shoulders, spine, joints, whatever. It helps fight inflammation. Booyah. It protects the brain health and can help fight depression and anxiety.
Wow.
And it's a good source of vitamin D. People of color, period, lack vitamin D. And usually, with sickle cell, I'm given a prescription of like a higher dose of vitamin D.
Right.
So, because sometimes just sitting in the sun for 30 minutes, even though it's lovely, it's not enough. And we have trouble absorbing it. We have trouble absorbing it just as people of color because of our beautiful melanin.
Yes.
So, that was the breakdown of the salmon. Now, let me ask something specific to the salmon. I'm sure you do, but do you personally get wild caught versus farm raised? Do you pay attention to that?
I prefer wild caught.
Wild caught.
Yeah, I do.
So that's the healthier one.
Yeah, I mean, I like farm raised. Wild caught is a little more expensive, but I feel like you are what you eat.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
And that's a big issue with eating better and eating healthy, is that it's a little bit more expensive. But I like to say you're gonna pay either now or you're gonna pay later.
Yes.
You can either pay the money for it now, or pay the money through health reasons and being sick later.
Yeah.
So you just pick your choice.
Do you want a Happy Meal or do you want Ruth Chris? You have to put yourself on that scope.
We gonna do a whole session about weight loss and still having those having those cravings, but how to minimize that. But that's gonna be a whole nother show. With broccoli, I like mine still crunchy. I don't like it raw, but I like it still crunchy.
Yes.
But it is helpful for glowing skin.
Oh.
It detoxes and purifies you. It's also good in folate, which helps produce red blood cell production. It helps with eye health. It helps boost immune system, and it's fall season. So aside from the cold and the flu, we got COVID. So I wish it was as simple as just munching on broccoli all day to get your immune boosted. But it's not. It's also rich in calcium, which also helps strengthen the teeth and bones, regulates blood pressure, can help with constipation because of the fiber content. If you guys are taking a lot of medications, that's an issue. I'm not going to even say probably, but it's an issue. So that helps. And it's also good in iron and copper, which helps minimize anemia.
Right. Okay.
So looking some of this stuff up, you know vegetables are healthy, but you don't know the breakdown unless you just, and all this stuff can be found on Google. Like, I didn't go to school for this.
You literally broke it down to a science. I had no clue. I remember you told me what you wanted, but I didn't know that this had this meaning behind it. But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and to be honest, I just like salmon, broccoli, and rice. I didn't do the breakdown until afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So it was just, that's something that I normally eat anyway.
Right.
So, and I figured it was simple enough
Yeah.
for people to cook at home. And I just wanted to relay the benefit so people can really understand that it's not, this time, it's not just good because people see vegan food and healthy food be like,
Right.
But this is good.
Yes.
So,
I know it's going to be delicious. I can cook. Good Vibes Only 53.
Yes, plug. Yes. So let me try it out, and I'm gonna keep talking. You got scallions in there? Did you put the scallions in there?
Scallions,
yeah.
On the salmon, no, we just did traditional salmon.
Okay.
Well, if we did the stuffed salmon, we would have the
scallions.
Yeah.
In there. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all can make it how y'all want though.
Right. Okay. So I'll just go head over and do my thing.
Something else, I'm going to keep talking while he's doing that, but something else I found about the rice. Now, of course, brown rice would be better than white rice, but specifically with diabetics, the brown rice has fiber in it, which absorbs slower. With the white rice, you want to be careful because it can spike your blood sugar levels. So, but of course, any whole grain is better than the white rice. But I love both, to be honest. And normally, y'all can make like a quick little salad to go with your dinner. You can never have too many veggies. I like to make a spinach salad. Spinach is always good for folate and things of that nature. Huh?
The steamed broccoli smells so good over here.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
And it has a crunch, too. I don't like the soft broccoli unless it's like soup, you know?
Yeah. Or in a casserole or something.
I make great. I have 8 orders of casseroles to make for Thanksgiving. 8.
Listen.
Yes. My kitchen, it looks like Sam's Club right now. I'm going to get my house back in order come Friday.
Y'all better get him come Christmas, cuz.
Yes.
Book him now.
Book now. DM me and let's talk business.
Find him on Instagram, Good Vibes Only 53.
Yes.
This is my first time tasting his food. However, the videos that he posts, oh my gosh.
Okay, my dear. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So while I taste this, let us know what you have coming up in the sickle cell community or just period.
All right, so what I have coming up right now is just gearing up for the new year. I have a couple things that I have in the works. I've just been praying and manifesting on a lot of things. And as far as for sickle cell is very, very dear to my heart. Within the last 2 months, I've lost about 4 patients in sickle cell due to, crisis. And one, show you guys this mask. My good friend, Brandon Treadwell, he passed away, was a good friend of mine. He always supported my business. He was a good kid. So I wear this mask proudly for him. So, man. So I live by the marathon. So this is my marathon continues, and I have his name on the mask.
Nice.
And I also have my new hashtag. I always say the marathon continues and Good Vibes Only 53. So my new hashtag is Do It for Treadwell, because his last name was Treadwell.
Nice.
So rest in peace, my brother. So yes. And I'll also start doing pop-up shops and selling plates. I was going to do it this year, but, due to COVID, so I'm going to, map things out, let the universe tell me when to move, and then I'll go from there, because I believe in doing everything in decency and in order. I'm not chasing a check. I want to create a legacy, for my nieces and nephews to carry on, and if I have kids.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And
take care of my grandmother.
Awesome. I think that should be everybody's goal, is to just create something, create a legacy, like you said.
Yeah.
And just have something to leave for your kids, nieces, nephews.
Yes.
I don't have any kids, but I'm still a mother to many.
Right. Yes.
From camp to my own nieces and nephews, to my god kids.
It takes a village to love on these kids.
It does.
Especially now, like, even though I'm the age I'm in, I know when I was younger, like, I'm so glad I had my mom, my aunts, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, cousins, you know, to love on me and instill in me and show me the direction to go in life.
And it's so important to have that support system.
Yes.
Sickle cell or not.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah.
For our mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health, to have that support system. And I really hate to see when people are in crisis, not just sickle cell crisis, but be in a crisis and they have no one to turn to. All my family, 98% of my family is here in the Atlanta area. So, and we grew up really close, like I mentioned earlier. So I can't imagine dealing with what I deal with and being by myself with it.
Right.
I'm the only person in my family with the disease, with sickle cell disease. But even though they don't really understand it like I would love them to, I take that back. I don't want them to understand, you know. But they're still very, very supportive. Right. When I'm doing stuff, when we do our open mic, they're there.
Yeah, your mom is your best friend.
Yes.
I love that.
Her and my older cousin. My older cousin is like 6 years apart from my mom.
Okay.
So they act like sisters. A lot of people think that they're sisters.
Okay.
But she's also one of my best friends, and I can call and talk to her. And sometimes I call and talk to her about my mama. Come get your auntie, because I can't right now.
Yeah. We all need those.
Right.
Come get her. She's, on some other stuff right now.
And I'm sure my mom wants to call her sometimes. Like, come get your cousin.
Yeah.
But it's that support system is necessary. And even if you don't have the family, it's important to find that family to have that support system. Yeah,
or even a good friend. I've been saying this for the past couple of months now since, with COVID and everything that's been going on, it's hard finding genuine, real people in this cold world. So, when you find someone that's genuine and real, you want to hold on to them. Yeah.
Probably mid bite.
How's the food?
I really want to smash it right now.
Right.
I'm trying to keep it keep it together.
You have more to take home.
I know.
And, it gets greater later. So, yeah.
Once everything sits.
Yes.
But, yeah, my food can also be, and it has been for me, my emotional escape.
Okay.
Dealing with things as a kid, from sickle cell to just things going on in the home and everything. I reverted to food for comfort. And that can be super dangerous. It was dangerous for me. That's what motivates me to pull up that YouTube video and get in my basement and go hard. It's what motivates me to eat more stuff like this instead of the Popeyes next door.
Right.
But I try to change my coping mechanisms so that I don't rely on food. And it's not like we can get away from food.
No, I love food.
Right.
I definitely love food. My weight goes up and down. Like right now, this is not the size I want to be. Okay. But I have to get back into the gym. But I've been, as you know, I've been extremely busy. I work 8 days a week on a 7-day schedule.
You gotta make some time for these.
Yeah, I'm actually slowing down. This Thanksgiving ride is gonna be a good one, and I'll take a break. I'm gonna do some traveling. Yeah, I'll have my mask on, of course. Yeah, and come back and get ready for the new year.
So how are you traveling with COVID? Like, what? I know we wear masks, we sanitize, but what extra steps with traveling? Because people are so scared to travel now. You got some that's scared to travel, and some's like, well, I'm going to put my mask on, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to just go because I can't wait.
I would just tell anyone traveling, going to the store, just checking your mailbox, just educate yourself, because I work in the hospital. I've had 4 COVID tests. I've never had COVID, thank God to the higher power for that. Yes. But when I go out of town, I just have my mask on, my hand sanitizer. I love flying with Delta, so, that accommodates lifestyle.
Say that a little bit
That
more.
accommodates my lifestyle.
What company was it
A
again?
Delta.
Because we're going to need some sponsors.
Yes.
Yes.
Ready when you are. But I've been to Houston 3 times already this year.
Okay.
And Miami's like my background, like my backyard. My
Okay.
best friend, she stays in Miami. So every time I go to Houston, I have to go to Turkey Leg Hut.
Okay.
The food is just,
Yeah.
I'm going back New Year's. I can't wait.
I definitely saw the post.
Oh, yes.
You at
Love it.
Turkey Leg
And it's
Hut.
black owned. If y'all ever in Houston, go to Turkey Leg Hut. The service is just, yes. I love it.
Awesome.
I love supporting people. And what you're doing right now is such a blessing for me. Because you never know what a person's going through.
Right.
And, I was talking to my grandmother, and she told me, something big is about to happen for you. I don't know if it's this, I don't know if it's that, but I feel so full right now. I'm not going to cry, but I'm just saying, like, I'm thankful for you even giving me this opportunity. And it's like, you never know who you're meeting. Yeah. Let's just say, when I met you 3 years ago, had I not been,
Yeah.
we just never know.
Right. And
Yeah.
I tell my niece that because sometimes she's reserved and she's not so open to talking to new people and things. She's 16. But I tell her it's okay to be reserved because some people need to kind of feel the scene before they really
be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Yeah.
But I said you also want to be approachable because you don't know who you'll run into.
Right.
You don't know what type of opportunities they could give you or you could give them. They could come in and help you.
Yeah.
So be more open to just talking to people and keep that, I won't say keep the smile on your face because that's impossible to do 24/7.
Yeah.
But just remain open and have that friendly demeanor to with discernment.
Yes.
To be able to connect with you.
First and foremost, and I didn't start this off, I forgot. Giving honor to God who's the head of my life. I am nothing without God. I'm a child of God. God loves a cheerful giver. I know the reason why I'm here and wherever he takes me, I'm going to let him order my steps. I grew up in the church. The church is my happiness, my sanctuary, and I just believe that this marathon that I'm on is not easy, Mia, but it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it because I've learned so much about myself in this year, but I'm going to keep going. And that's how I know that sickle cell will always be a part of my life because I didn't grow up knowing about sickle cell. I grew up knowing about food, but I love to help. I've learned so much about IVs, ports, blood transfusions, this medication, this doctor, this patient. Like, I know all my patients, like, by heart.
Good.
Yeah.
We need to clone you and just put you in all the hospitals.
Yes. Come see me.
Clone them. Because we still, in 2020, we still go to the hospital. We have doctors and nurses who are not familiar with sickle cell. Mm-hmm. We have nurses, and I just learned this at the convention. Some of the stereotype from the staff comes from their training.
Correct.
So if this tenured nurse or doctor has been in the field for a minute and maybe they've got a bad rep with a couple of sickle cell patients, that's ingrained in them. And now they're going to teach it to the next person, the person that they're training. So now this new person, she doesn't even know why she has a stereotype against sickle cell. But when some of the patients go in there, she's treating them like she done had about 50 horrible sickle cell patients. Yeah. So we need to definitely clone you and people like you who have the heart to help. And even though you may not understand, you empathize with us and you listen to us, and that's what we need to in order to help promote our wellness. Because all that stereotype and negativity, we're already fighting our body. We don't want to go to the hospital and have to fight too, you know?
Yeah. And I'm not perfect, nor do I profess to be. I don't want anyone to feel like that. I just feel like I just have a heart, and I just have compassion. If I see someone in pain at Grady on the street, or just help, because that's how you get your blessing. I say it once again, God loves a cheerful giver. Yeah. So
I tasted God in that
Yes.
basil and that rice.
Yes. Okay. The spirit.
I'm trying not to make faces as I eat, but I love basil. I didn't even look up. I love basil.
Yeah.
I didn't break down the basil benefits, but all herbs, include the herbs and spices into your diet. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Play with your food.
Food, as you know on Instagram, I love music.
Yes.
Music
Food
is.
and music.
I have to play music when I'm cooking. I can go from listening to Mississippi Mass Choir, The Baby, Aretha Franklin, Amy Winehouse. I just love all genres of music.
Nice. What was on your playlist when you whipped this up?
Today I was listening to Fabulous' latest album, The Coldest Summer.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I just pressed play and let the whole thing play. Had the speakers just booming. I'm glad I stayed like by myself.
Yeah.
Cause if I had like a roommate, they wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
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 But
It's
the
tough.
music helps me whip it.
Licking the wrist.
Yeah. Most definitely. Yes.
Music is also healing by itself. You
Oh,
can
yes.
just be in the bed listening to music.
Oh, yeah.
I wake up and I have a playlist for everything. I wake up and listen to maybe some healing sounds, and they may just be nature.
Yeah.
They may just be like a bell or a gong ringing, just to get my mind right.
Very soothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start your day off. That's me, Let me have a talk with God, and
Yep.
around 11 o'clock, let me turn some trap music on. And then from there, let me maybe,
Gotta have a good balance. So
yeah, yes.
Got worship and trap.
Let's just say, if you ride in the car with me, you would love it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to have some bottled water and some peppermints.
Nice.
And we're going to listen to some good music. Now, I don't drive fast, but we're going to get there.
That's all right.
Okay.
As long as we get there.
We get there.
That's all right.
The marathon continues, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna keep it going. But yes, is there something else I wanted to ask you? Thank you, Jack. But so you said you sauteed the salmon.
Mm-hmm.
You pan-seared it with a little olive oil. Did you put the olive oil before? Did you put it on the salmon or in the pan?
I put it in the pan, and then I seasoned it, then I put a little more on top once I put it in the oven. I didn't cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So you pan-seared it and baked it.
Yes. 2-in-1 special.
Let me take another bite.
Yes. Yes. Not frozen, people. Fresh.
Let's talk about that.
Publix. Yes, where shopping is a pleasure.
Where eating is a pleasure.
Yes.
I love Publix. I also try to stay away from canned stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I buy little frozen stuff, but the frozen to me is better than the can because it has so much stuff in the can.
Yeah.
And that was something that AR the Prophet mentioned at the convention, that when he makes his smoothies, he just buys all organic fresh fruit.
Right.
He cuts it up and freezes it himself.
Mm.
That way, he knows that it was not. There's no preservatives in it. There's nothing. But that was a good tip. It's a lot of work in the meal prep, especially if you do one big haul.
Yeah.
But again, that's worth it.
Right.
Broccoli, I like broccoli fresh.
Yeah, I love broccoli.
But
I love broccoli. I love kale. I'm not a fan of collard greens. Believe it. I have a lot to make. But no, if it's there, I'll eat it. But it's not a gotta have.
Really?
My favorite vegetable is Italian style green beans with smoked turkey.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the life.
And I'm also excited because I'm making lima beans for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
That's all I want. I want lima beans, dressing, turkey wings, and potato salad.
Okay.
That's my plate.
You already got to figure it out.
I mean, because I'm the chef of the family.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, do you have a garden?
No. But when I'm in the process of moving
Okay.
to my new home, and I definitely want a garden. Yeah.
I love my garden. When it gets cold, I can't keep it up like I want to. Because, for one, I don't want to go outside in the cold morning.
Yeah.
and fool with the water, because that could be an issue for me.
Right.
And then, like I said the other day, I love it when it rains, because I be like, God, I appreciate you for watering my garden today.
Yes.
But one year I had mustard greens.
Okay.
and they were so full and pretty. And what we did, we cooked them and froze them.
Okay.
So that when we were ready to eat them, they were already cooked. We just pulled them out, and whatever meal we had that day, we had the mustard greens with it. But that's how many mustard. That's how
food is much better once it sits. Yeah.
And once it's homegrown, when you start growing your food, I had this squash, and it was growing kind of bumpy.
Okay.
And I was like, I ain't never seen no bumpy squash before.
Bump in the road.
Yeah. So I called or text my my gardener, and I'm like, what's up with this?
Yeah, did I do something wrong?
Yeah, I googled it, and it said it's got a virus. I'm good on that.
Right.
He was like, no, it's cool. That was the best squash I have ever had.
Do you like squash casserole?
I don't. I don't even really like squash.
Really?
Like that.
Oh, I love squash casserole.
I don't. I guess the squash is too mushy.
Okay.
But with this, I just sliced this up and sauteed it, and it had like a little sweet taste.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was that particular type of squash, but I am noticing that the food that I grow tastes much better. It could be a mental thing, maybe because I put my magic on it.
So now I know who to call for my garden, basically. I just say, come over. I got food, music.
Listen, just tell me the day and the time, and I'm there.
And then we'll get Granny to make a pound cake.
Listen.
Oh, yes. Then we'll work out, because we're going to have to.
Right.
Yeah, but we're going to eat first.
We're going to eat it off. We're gonna dance it off with that music, though. That's how you do it. Dance it off with the music and then eat.
Yes.
So, but yeah, gardening has been my stress relief.
Okay.
And I've learned a lot about some of the vegetables, about some of the herbs.
Right.
But it's just been very relaxing for me. I can just garden and get away from the hustle and bustle of life.
So that's your outlet?
Yeah, that's one of my outlets.
Cooking is my outlet.
Yeah.
I could work 10 hours, 12 hours
Yeah.
and go home, and majority of the time I cook a lot of food. I'll take it over to my grandma's house, or I'll take some plates to work, or just give it away.
Yeah.
Third time, God loves a cheerful giver.
Yeah.
Blessings come back to me
all the time.
All the time, just like, wow. This morning I woke up to Cash Apps.
Nice.
I'm just like, whoa, like
you
and
said.
it's not about the money. People can go anywhere and get food. You don't have to. But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So the way to keep people coming, I want to assure you, the next time you taste my rice, it'll taste the same way, or the salmon, or the broccoli. I'm not going to wayfill you. I'm going to keep you Publix, okay?
Right. Yes. I love Publix. Okay. I appreciate your Publix experience and quality service.
Yes.
But yeah. So I think we're going to wrap it up. I want to thank you, D. Shepard, with Good Vibes Only. This has definitely been a show of good vibes.
Yes.
I appreciate you so much for cooking me this lovely lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Tell them how they can follow you.
So I'm on Instagram. It's Good Vibes Only 53, and just DM me, message me. I'm very approachable. I love people and I love cooking, and I'm excited to see what's next for my business.
Nice. Oh, and I'm gonna keep you working with this sickle cell stuff.
Oh yes. No, that's sickle cell is a part of me.
Yes.
Now that I have angels watching over me, I have to keep going.
Yes.
This is something that I'm not gonna sleep on. I'm gonna wake everyone up and let them know that I believe one day we're gonna find a cure for this disease.
Yeah. We are, and a lot of people say, it's cures out there, and there are, but there's no universal cure. There's no cure that would benefit us all. Granted, we deal with sickle cell in all different ways, but there's no universal cure.
Right.
Everybody doesn't qualify for the ones that's out, but we are slowly but surely getting there.
Yes.
Once you get involved in other sickle cell communities, you'll see the love, you'll feel the love.
Yeah.
Because it's just, and with one of the organizations, they would just eat you up. So let's go to our sponsors. We want to thank Mr. Dan Moore with the Apex Museum Please keep him lifted. Y'all know the museum is not open right now, even though a lot of other places are open. The Apex Museum is not. So when we get popping, make sure y'all check them out. We want to thank Kids Stop Daycare and Learning Center and Miss Tanya Lovett, who's still making things do what it do with the kids and the babies at her learning center. And we want to thank the Black Professional Network with American Airlines. So thank you so much again for coming out. I'm going to finish this food before I head out.
Yes.
And you have a great day at work.
Thank you.
Hopefully I won't have to see you in there no time soon.
No, we'll run to each other at the mall.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to treat myself. I can see you at Phillips or something.
Nice.
Yeah, or our money.
Nice. Well, thank you, and we will see you guys next time.
Black Prophet, Charlie Black, AR the Prophet.
AR the Prophet, Charlie Black, a deadly combination. Hold up, I don't think they heard me. I said, AR the Prophet, Charlie Black, a deadly combination. Hey yo, turn me up a little. We good. AR the Prophet, Charlie Black, a deadly combination. It's been long overdue, I know the streets been waiting. Which takes a lot of patience, cause you never rush straight. This one's for the record, but going down history in the making. AR the Prophet, Charlie Black, a deadly combination. It's been long overdue, I know the streets been waiting. Which takes a lot of patience, cause you never rush straight. This one's for the record, but going down history in the making. First it was Elijah Muhammad, now we the honorable Black Prophet. We been in our bag and out of our feelings, securing all the profit. And going outside, don't know what you hearing, so miss me with that gossip. Saying sucker free from up shit, let someone get out of pocket. Whoa, we come from different walks of life, but relate to the same cause. Silent live a fight, laid up behind them hospital walls. They focus like the face, but like syringes sharper than a knife. Take a cookie from the jar, grind it, wrap it in the raw. YBT would stay loyal, no damn miss a prop. Shots to my producers, King Jones and Sahab. AR with the alley-oop, I threw him up a lot. Far from a corny nigga, I'm the hottest side of cop. I had to boss up for a chat, move my fam up out the jets, draft some key players in my set, sauce with a blue cheese dabber ranch. I am a club member, you a guest. Speak of my name, better put respect. Step under me, got a couple right. Fuck who got now or who got up next? Yeah, AR the Prophet, Charlie Black, a deadly combination.